Howdy folks, my name is Lance090 and welcome to Let's Play Hardspace Shipbreaker. So this is a game that's a lot like Viscera cleanup detail back in the day, where it's kind of like you're doing just like very menial tasks, but it's actually like really fun and interesting. It's kind of hard to explain without just getting into it, so I think we will just get into it. I've gone through the beginning tutorial stages, so we should be cutting up our first real ship today. Let's see, it should be career mode, right? That's what I would assume. But yeah, it's all about like cutting ships up and salvaging their parts. Let's see, messages. In-game volume's a little high for this section. I don't think I can change it here though. If you're Russian, hazard level 2. You have reached clearance for hazard level 2. You may encounter fire hazards. Causing LYNX equipment or salvage goods to be damaged by fire hazards will result in credit deductions as will damage or destruction of LYNX spare. On our LYNX spare, that's our... They made us... they took our genetic material so they can basically just clone us over and over. That's what it means by the LYNX spare. The LYNX kiosk is your one-stop shop for all your shipbreaking needs. It dispenses all the items that any self-respecting shipbreaker wouldn't leave the hab without. At the kiosk, shipbreakers can find the following courtesy of our affiliate suppliers: oxygen tanks, Nova fuel thruster refills, Trilliant repair kits, Damas craft patch kits, and LYNX tethers and cartridges. All these are available for purchase at market rates and already factor in your 1.7% employee discount. By the way, our debt is $1.2 trillion. And most of it was accrued just to get here into space to do the job. You've been doing great with onboarding so far. The light cargo models usually use to haul civilian cargo around, so expect some weird stuff. Okay, I feel like I've read that one already. Unlocked one sticker, which I don't know what those are about. Certification. I think we can like level up. Let's see. This is just our standard progress. I'm just playing the game, so I can't mess with this. I guess I can't mess with my equipment yet. Start shift. I finished my last ship. You can do ships over more than one day if you want to. Obviously, the faster you do it, the better, though. So here's our ships we have available. I think right now they're all these mackerel class ships, but there are... Oops. They're all these mackerel class ships, but they are owned by different people. Should probably do the one with the best value. Should be this Triton 4 up here. Last owner is Direct Ways. Has a medium hazard rating. Looks like it has some sort of liquid on it. I wonder what that's about. Claim ship. Claim a new ship will clear the salvage bay. Our main salvage will be 450 LYNX. Yes, that's fine. There's nothing in the salvage bay right now, just some trash that was left floating. Have to crank down this volume a little bit once we're in game. So this is our first real ship. So I think we're on like a timer for the daytime now. And I think we have oxygen and fuel, which I didn't have in the previous tutorial segments. Let's fix this audio though. I wonder what sound effects probably. Take that down to 75. I like speech being up. Let's bring this down to like 40. Save changes. All right, so we're on a timer now. Hold on a second, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're going to give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, and furniture, all that stuff that LYNX can collect and resell. You're going to want to pass those items onto the barge. That's the... Okay, maybe we're not out of on oxygen yet.
Valuable objects or components down there. And don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. It works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Okay. So I guess we're not on our oxygen timer and stuff yet, which is nice. So valuable stuff has to go down there into the barge. I wonder why it was scrolling through his audio without talking. Still early access. So it wants this whole antenna to go into the barge. And does have like realistic space controls. So if you don't like break yourself, you're going to just keep floating into space. So if we press T, you can see what things are made of. Actually, it's kind of hard to see this antenna. It looks like the whole thing is just one piece though. So I think we can just cut the whole dang thing off. So we have to switch to our cutter. Switch it to this mode. Unless there's some sort of cutting latch on it, but I don't see one. I would say just cut it. Oh wait, antenna. Okay, the antenna base, this goes to the processor, so we just want the antenna. Oh, can I only cut it? I guess we'll find out. Let's try to cut it down here first. And break the game, apparently. What? Okay. Dang, that was a hard crash. Okay. Apparently that was the wrong way to do it. The game didn't crash at all yesterday. I did 2 recordings for Let's Plays. And then I realized it'd probably be better to stream it. And it never crashed, so. I guess it wants us to cut it at that yellow part. I don't know, though. Send me in quickly. That was weird. Shipbreaker. Just tab through these messages real quick. Triton 4, claim it. Send me. Oh yeah, and we have to pay for the ship too. We have to like pay for everything we do. At least we'll be able to hear his audio this time.
Hi, hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're going to give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics,
I think it wants us to cut it there, maybe.
All stuff that LYNX can collect and resell. You're going to want to toss those items on the barge. That's the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. And don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything.
Yep.
It works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Send it. Did that count? Why is it glowing red and why didn't it cut down? Did I send it like too hard? We don't want to get stuck in there. It might kill us. The heck? All right. Game's being a little finicky today. Not to be confused with a finnick fox. All right, nacelle. Watched enough Star Trek to know what a nacelle is. Oh, wrong tool, but it still worked, I suppose. I needed to just burn it, but that's okay. It works. But you're heavy. Try to push you with my face. Send it. Okay, that one counted. Maybe I shot it too far into the corner, maybe. Hope there's something else we can cut, because maybe I can cut off the other piece of this antenna that was messed up. I don't know. Cutter. Eat. Grappler. I feel like the antenna is messed up. I don't know what we're... Is there something else? There's this engine. Maybe I can toss something else in there like this engine. It says it goes in the processor. Yeah, it doesn't count that anymore. Let's try the engine. It was supposed to be the antenna, though, I think. Grappler, please. He's going to be mad about me about this one, but... Yeah, well, let's find out if we can go down in here. I don't know what the heck happened here exactly. Now this says furnace. Let's restart again. I don't know why it's glitching out all of a sudden. It's kind of annoying, though, that when I go live with it, it starts glitching out on me. Trying to put on a show here, game. You're making it quite difficult. I think maybe I cut the antenna too short that time, but it glitched out the first time we cut it down lower. LYNX uses an innovative top-down corporate structure pioneered centuries ago to ensure strong company performance. I guess I could pick a different ship, too. Let's maybe try a different ship. I guess they're all the same here. They're just different companies. I had one that actually looked different last time. Try this one again, but... More than a little frustrating. I don't know if there's like anything else in the ship I can send down there, so if it messes up, what am I supposed to do?
Because you've increased your rank, we're going to give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that LYNX can collect and resell. You're going to want to toss those items on the barge. That's the big green thing below you. Go ahead and have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. And don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. It works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Start with the nacelles first this time, I suppose. Okay. Try this again. Send down this way. Send it. Okay.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Nacelles are no problem. Zap. Careful. Oh, it's going the wrong way now. There we go. That should do it. Okay, this dang thing up here.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
One last time. Okay. Don't glitch on me, game. Can I like save it right now? I don't think so. That's not how this game works. Okay, I'm gonna, instead of like I did a diagonal cut here last time, and that seemed to freak it out. So instead, I'm gonna do a horizontal cut. Here, hopefully that's good enough to make it not glitch horribly. Oh, the cargo hatch. It's the cargo hatch? Maybe it's not the antenna. It really seemed like it was the antenna that I wanted, though. I guess it wants this cargo hatch then. Okay. Seems like it's bolted on, though. I assume that it's not compressed yet. You start running into compressed holes later. Pop. Grappler, please. Okay, it must have been this it wanted. It was just because it was behind the antenna that it was like getting confused. Doesn't change the first glitch. The first glitch was its own issue.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, LYNX regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel cost. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now,
Okay.
no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta go top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Okay, so we are going to be on the at oxygen timer probably for this mission. I don't know. Work by profit. Third step's always profit. No one knows what step 2 is.
Good stuff, Cody. Pretty easy, right? Alright, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you hit the next rank. Leave her out.
So is my suit damaged right now, or repair the integrity of your tools and equipment back in the hab? Maybe I can't buy anything yet. Right. Oxygen is going down. Actually, it's going down rather quickly, which is kind of scary. Fuel doesn't seem too bad, but okay. Let's get inside the spaceship and start.
I see some potential fire hazards in there, so watch out, Cutter. Be careful not to cut or bump oxygen tanks, fuel tanks, or fuel lines. If there are flammable objects nearby, those flames can spread pretty quick like.
Tell me how to salvage them, or oh, it's gonna go right now. Let's work carefully. Which is a little hard to do when we're on the clock now. And I pull this fuel tank out from the bottom without angering it. Let's see. By the way, if you get vertigo or anything, this may not be the game for you. Okay, this is the part that has the fuel tank on it. Grapple. This one gently pull it out. Fuel tank goes to the barge. That's made of nanocarbon, so I don't think I can cut it. Cut titanium, though. I don't know how close I can get to this thing. I don't have much of time to think about it either. Something like this, maybe? Easy does it, easy does it. Get our O2 in a minute here. Processor.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Send it. All right. Now this part. I didn't quite do what I wanted it to.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Yeah, let's go get our O2. Let's get the O2 before we regret it. Hopefully you can start getting upgrades here soon. O2 upgrade definitely seems like a high priority. Fuel seems to go quite a bit further. I'm sure every upgrade we buy is going to set back paying off our $1.2 trillion debt.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
Maybe this didn't work. Maybe I am at full suit health right now. I don't know. How do you think I get this tank off of this piece? Do you think the tank is worth more than the processor, I guess? Because I can't cut through nanocarbon. I guess I can give it a shot. I could not previously cut through nanocarbon, though. Maybe if I cut the side on. I use my big brain here. There we go. Okay. Okay, we can grab it from the panel though. Guessing we probably don't want to shoot it.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I guess our day timer hasn't started yet, which that's good at least. Gives me a little bit more time to think here.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
So yeah, the best way to handle these ships is to work from the inside out. What you do is you just cut out all the retention arms. Take this soft crate if you don't mind, game.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
You all go into the processor? It does seem so. There we go. Should make it.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh, this must be heavier than it looks.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of kilograms.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So far, so good. Is there a way to like reel stuff in? Doesn't seem like it.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Back up in here. Let's cut some more of these pieces off. Oop, careful. Don't melt the good stuff. Are you loose? Should be. Some of you isn't for the furnace, though. Let's see. We can like yoink things off, even when they're very small. So gotta keep an eye on that.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It's like this pipe is part, but it's also like not gonna be separated anyway, so I think we're not gonna worry about it. We have infinite time today, so you can argue that perhaps I should worry about the fine details like that, but in the future, it's not gonna matter anyway.
Material deposited.
Right, so what else? I might want to grab fuel here, or air.
Hey, Cutter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Stat. We wrap.
Thank you, sir. I was on my way anyway, though.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Looks like it's the same price no matter how much you get, and it seems like it fills you up totally every time. So we should always wait as long as we can for that. Unless it's too dangerous. I have a helmet light too, I gotta remember that. Okay, so I am noticing there is airlock consoles. Do I need to activate this thing? No. For goodies for the barge. This one seems like it should activate, right? Because this is a door. Oh, that was weird. The front section is separated from the ship now. Bit of a delicate ship, if you ask me. All things considered. Storage bin. Oh, jeez. That was stuck on there. Good.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Salvage gold one reach.
Salvage gained. Credits awarded. Salvage secured.
This,
Account credit applied.
this bar is gonna start blocking things here. Gonna go up and try to pull this up. Probably won't work too well because it's probably very heavy. Yeah, it's pulling me towards it rather than the other way around. It's okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
It's the little things now, huh? Oops. That's gonna be a problem. I think I have a... I think I have a way to, like, rotate things. As far as I know. Yeah, it's stuck in there good. Guess bumping into it's our best way to handle it. And it really wants to rotate around. There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Did make it take a damage point. I don't know how we can prevent that, but
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
guessing that in the future when we're time limited, we probably don't want to mess with like pulling the lights off. I probably have no value. Yeah, it's giving me 0 MP. Zero kilograms, yeah. It's adding a little bit to the bar up top, but not enough to matter, I don't think.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay. I stripped out, start blasting again. So anyway, I start blasting. Alright, we got a big old chungus piece here.
Cutter, make your way back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't here to cover. Trust me on this one. Weaver out.
How longer? You do lose momentum if you don't hold. It's not perfectly spaced. Just trying to go a little easy on my fuel, but
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
there you go. Alright, so this big chunk here. Question is, can it all be processed or does some of it need to go in the furnace? Oop, wrong tool. Okay, it can all be processed. That's great to hear. Getting on big old chunks that go all in one spot. That's the way to do it. Nice and efficient. Hello, light.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Big old chunk of cash. Or it tells us where our money's at. I see like the MP and then like the overall progress, but I didn't see the money pop up. What else have we got here?
Valuable object processed.
Shows the weight, but all right, what else have we got here? We got furnaces, parts in the middle. Furnace, 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 furnace. Okay, the front. Okay, so I think like this interior casing is type furnace. Everything else is processor. So I think we want is the cutter. I can't cut the nanocarbon. Didn't we cut nanocarbon a minute ago, though? No. I'll make it a little bit harder to separate. Okay. I can cut the panel off here. Still getting used to the controls. Big piece. Sometimes the beam glitches out visually, but it's usually going to cut where it actually shows. Yoink.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
I just want to separate this. Furnace part from the non-furnace part. It seems like it should be easier to do than it looks. If we cut it like up here. Looks like it has to be done the hard way. Zap.
Your oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to LYNX equipment.
Can cause damage to the equipment, not to us though, apparently. Can I get one more trip before I have to refuel? That's the big question.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Have a nice day.
All right, send me back in. Send me back in. Just feels like I should be able to cut this. I bet we get a level 2 cutter eventually where we can cut through the nanocarbon, then we could just cut this outer shell off from the front shell. Till such a day. I think that one is loose. This one needs cut again, though. Okay. Wrong tool. No. Stop turning for no reason, man. Yeah, Bob Saget. It's annoying. Get through the back here. I just wish I could like rotate them. I'm sure there's maybe a part that does that later, but I desire it now.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Crap, it's all carts like jammed up in there. Crap. Man, it's stuck. It's highly annoying. Just trying to pull it away from that furnace before it falls somewhere where we can't get it, you know? We can work on some other parts of the ship while... Work on some other parts, such as this. We could only cut that shell off from the rest of it. Fuel tank. Ooh, we have to be real careful about that, actually. Hold on. I cannot cut you off your nanocarbon, though. A pipe junction. That's going to be tricky. Not even sure how to start going about that one. Airlock can go on the barge. So there's a cutting barge there, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Is there any chance I can just yoink you? Sorta. This part mostly just needs process. You have a little bit that can go into furnace, but this is mostly just salvage. New
Oxygen
world.
reserves
Yeah.
are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage gained.
There we go.
Rewards increasing.
Salvage goal number 2. Now, if you're expecting something dramatic to happen, no, this is kind of all there is to the game. Like, is there a cleanup detail? It's just, it's oddly satisfying.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Takes a certain sort of person to get enjoyment out of it. Won't lie. These field tanks are quite scary. I can't cut them from the surface they're attached to. It's a bit more of an issue. Actually, it looks like the side panel can get pulled off now. Just trying not to bump it. Make sure you don't have anything for the barge in you. You do take that if you don't mind.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Till I find a limitation on doing that, I'm just gonna keep blasting. I'm sure it's on the way. I think I saw something about batteries a minute ago. So that might not actually make it in. Because there's weirdly just the tiniest bit of... Oh, there it goes.
Credits deposited.
The tiniest bit of air resistance. I suppose we are in low Earth orbit, so it could be a little bit.
Secured. Account credit applied.
Send it. Okay. Careful. Careful. Junction. Sure, if you hit that pipe junction, the whole thing will go up in flames. Let's work on the other side. Most of this is furnace. We might be able to get, like,
Credits deposited.
oop, your processor. I can just pop you off.
Material deposited.
Sure, there's like an auto reorientate button. I can usually figure out my bearing, but it'll just be quicker to be able to auto reorientate.
Transferred. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Send it. Okay, take the shell off the fuel tank.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
What's that noise? I thought I heard like a booty, booty, booty. Oxygen's not perfect, but it's not terrible yet either.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Ah. I'm stuck. Attached to it, man.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
It was weird, and I got like attached to it. I wonder if we can get extra speed by like
Valuable object processed.
doing this.
Credits deposited.
I guess there's nothing there for an equal and opposite reaction, so it shouldn't work, but you know, video games.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Have a
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Didn't realize how many stations there are up there. There's a lot of them. Holy cow. Ugh. Pain in my neck. Certain. We're dealing with the cockpit last because you're all messed up. One piece getting jammed really messed that one up. Oh, I ripped the door off of that before I opened it, unfortunately. Yeah, I got rid of the... It's okay, we might be able to cut our way through the top panel here. There you go. No big deal.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Send it.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay. Send it to the processor.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
That should get there. All right.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Not sure this core door consoles are worth pulling off. I'm looking at them.
Ship teardown complete. Other account credited.
I think that technically put us over, so I guess technically they do count. Right, made it to stage 3. I don't know what happens if you get it into that red zone. I do know the first ship I cut up, I did not manage to get it into the red zone. It's like very hard to do that. I think you have to get like absolutely everything separated. Okay. I believe I've hit most of the cut points. There's this here, I suppose. thruster cap. Surprised that doesn't count as something for the barge. Seems a little bit more reusable than just raw material, but that's just me.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
All right, now we gotta figure out how to get the rest of this free. Okay. Fabric goes to the furnace, 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 furnace. Furnace, 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 furnace. Okay. I think what I did last time at this point is I started slicing the ship in half. I cut in half. I don't know if you've seen that Cyanide and Happiness skit. The cut it in half guy. It's making fun of the used car salesman. Like, I cut that price in half. Except he like starts cutting like the universe in half. Cuts an atom in half and blows up the world. Oops.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
Okay. I know at some point we can set up like tethers. I wonder if we can like make a tether home so we can cut the oxygen a little bit closer. I still don't. It's just not showing me like the credits as I'm earning them. I don't know how much we're getting value out of our work here.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Have a nice
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Costs 8,000 to refill our oxygen. So how much scrap do we have to salvage to get that 8,000 back, you know? Could be that you're like not supposed to make a profit at all at the start here. Grab these pieces I cut off first here.
Deposit accepted.
I lost some value by cutting this door in half. Now for the big question. Can I make this cut here without destroying those fuel tanks? Ah, crap, that.
Raw materials.
Support beam at the top is stopping me. Making this last part a little bit hard. See, if I could just cut through nanocarbon, man. That says your aluminum, man. Or why it's aluminum now. It said it was. Careful. Carefully, he's a hero. Now, this whole piece should be separated. It might be too big to pull. It's technically not. Ready for this? Oh, this is all furnace. Pushing something big into the furnace is a little scarier because furnace can kill you. I think the other thing can too, but the furnace starts hurting you like way sooner. Oh, that's gonna be big money. That's gonna be big money.
Material deposited.
Baby. Ooh, the fuel tanks. I didn't realize it got all snagged up there. Whew. Okay. Not much left now. Just the engine section and the fuel tanks. And the cockpit.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
It'll be okay. Can't cut any of that. Question is this worth more? More in the processor or more in the fuel? I think it's probably worth more in the processor. I could be wrong. But in the pure tonnage, there's a lot of nanocarbon here, but I don't think there's very much fuel tank. Straighten up.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
I'll head back. Now, debatably, this is where you decide if you're going to cut your losses or not. Because is what's left worth 2 refuels? Maybe, maybe not.
Welcome to Inditron 9000.
Oxygen levels
A
stabilizing.
second here.
Have a nice day.
I don't know what to do about those fuel tanks. I can't get them off without them blowing up, I think. Hyperjunction. I think that's them going to explode. I don't think that's them getting pulled off. Big old Chungus section. Send it. Alright, now this son of a goat. You piece of human garbage getting all stuck.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Destroyed fuel tanks. Processed nanocarbon. See, I just don't know. I don't know if that was worth it or not. do. Oh, God, that keeps happening, man. I did not have this. Gosh. If you could just like rotate them while they're in your grapple arm. Thank God. He's finally done it. After 10 years of trying, he's pulled a panel out.
Raw material processed.
I wonder if it's because like this is in the way. Could be. Hold on. Not work. Might not work the way I was wanting it to. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Certain cuts you can envision and certain cuts you can't.
Deposit accepted.
See what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to cut this back piece of this off, but kind of like not how the game wants it to cut off.
Material deposited.
See, it didn't really work. Didn't really work.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder,
Bob Saget.
asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Send me. The first upgrades I want, I think, are oxygen extension upgrades, either efficiency or capacity.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Have a nice day.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
So I don't know if that run there was worth the oxygen we used to do it. Just trying to get this aluminum out of this thing so we can just send the rest of it into the processor. And lift this up so it's a little less close to this barge. Now, Gotcha, you son of a goat. You thought you could outsmart me. You thought you could ruin my game. Joke's on you.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Look like you've been cut loose. Is it the top? Can't tell. Do the same thing to you as we just did for the other one. Gotta flatten you. Well, now we learned a valuable lesson. We can just brute force it with our own weight more often.
Deposit accepted.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. This is basically what the Dead Space guy's job would be if he wasn't killing necromorphs. That's what the plasma cutter was actually meant for. These panels really love flying the wrong way, huh? It's like their pastime.
Material deposited.
All right, now where are you connected to? Possibly just like, I don't know. Looks like he had a bad cut here. Yeah. And it did it again. Just stop going flat, you piece of crap. Stop it. This is illegal, you know. We could just cut the nanocarbon, man. We could. This would have been nearly as hard because we could have just cut the outside off of the inside and then separate them. Just like two big chunks. I think we could have done it in like 2 cuts too.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, cutter.
Warning. Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically profitable levels.
I know. Again, don't know if this is worth it. There's only one way to find out, and that's to see how our money looks at the end of the day. Hopefully it gives us like a breakdown. See, I don't know if we're gonna get in that red section there.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a nice day.
Oxygen
I wasn't able
levels
to get to it the
stabilizing.
first time either. Okay.
Deposit accepted.
You're almost out. Don't go flat now. Okay, I think there's very little of the nonsense left. Said, let's see what we can do here. Isn't working. Whoa. I don't know why that happened. Oh, you on a processor, what the heck? Oh, I think a door just like spawned.
Object accepted for processing.
Wait, where did
Credits deposited.
the hell? Yeah, I think like a door just like spawned out of nowhere because it was like pushed into the wall. Kind of weird. Okay. Untouched by anything, man.
Material deposited.
Okay. I think that's basically it. Let's just send it. That's it. There's some like junk around here, but I don't think you can really do much about it. Well, that's the thing, though.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Yeah, see, we didn't reach the red area. I don't know what you do. The only thing I can think of is the... Well, there's that that's attached to the fuel tank. And then there's the two fuel tanks that we just had to send because there was no way to cut them from their... what they were attached to without blowing them up. Alright, send me. And shipped. AC unit may be broken. It should be bad. The antenna was destroyed. 91 grams. I'm assuming that's the two fuel tanks that got blown up. 9 kilograms of glass. Don't know where that was. Cells were worth a ton. Like how? 1.4 billion? And that definitely pays for the oxygen, so it should be okay. Certification review, MP from credits. Yeah, not too shabby. Couple moments of annoyance, but fees. Interest 1.01% interest, like is the full cost of what we just earned. Scanner rental, seat rental. Yeah. Feastal salvage income. Feastal. New sticker unlocked. I dubbed the Shipbreaker. LYNX safety third. Please sticker. Oh. Advancement. Oh, detail oriented. Messages. That's an old message. Certification. Didn't reach rank 4 certification. Start shift. Don't think there's anything left. View ship catalog. So these ones have 4 nacelles, and the nacelles were worth quite a bit. So I think we want one of these station hopper mackerels. Williams Mark V and the Shaw X. They're both owned by LYNX. Just comparing what's going on here. This one's worth a little bit more, so let's go ahead and do it. We might not finish this one in this stream. We'll see. I'm guessing it's going to give us the shift end time on this one. We'll see.
Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector today. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Lou. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing.
Come on, Lou. What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard and don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
I'm Titus.
Kai? I think your mic's still messed up.
Oh, better? How about now?
Better.
Hey. I'm Kaito.
So always one person in every
Mike's
Discord
still
chat
buzzing,
has a messed up mic.
Yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get approved.
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
All right, Lou. I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Anyway, Cutter, I've just added you to the official sector comms channel. It gets lonely out here, so don't hesitate to check in with each other from time to time. All right. That's enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it. Talk to you soon, Cutter. We were out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
Call me Rook. Rook is my friend's name.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit.
We still don't have a shift in time yet. Do I dare do this? You know what it's gonna do, right? Yeah. Says the antenna goes in the barge, so it wasn't. I don't know what was wrong with it, man. See, now it wants to go in the furnace. Consider it scrap. What the heck?
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
If I cut it down here. Wait, can we just like grapple this thing off? Oh. Okay. Okay. Crap.
Salvage secured.
Well, now we know what went wrong. Okay. Wonder if this thing's compressed. It hasn't warned us about compression yet, so surely not. Just hate to cut into a ship and then it explode on me. Just getting all the easy stuff off the outside first.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Seems good. I think maybe getting into the glass at the start of every one would be pretty good too. Just give me a quick way in and out from the front of the ship, you know? This is a larger ship too, which is pretty cool. I do like that there's like new ship designs and stuff. There isn't very many games that come out these days that have like creative ship designs. Ooh, I might have to cut it more times from outside though. This is a little bit yellow since our oxygen's a little low. But I believe it to be worth it. As from in here, I can cut more of the glass. Again, the beam. The beam isn't always representative of where it's actually going to cut. It's usually pretty good about cutting where the line is. Still attached? Where? I don't see how that's still attached. Do you see how that's still attached? It looks like it stars us with our existing and fuel and oxygen from last time, which
Your
is good to know.
oxygen reserves are low. Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to LYNX equipment.
Fine, fine. Fill O2 now, and then we'll refill the fuel on the next O2 run. Can't wait until we can get into like the upgrades and stuff, because I know they exist. I think it used to give them to you a little bit earlier, but this is probably just like
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
simpler pacing, so you can learn the ropes. Yeah, I think it's just one of these situations where it's kind of stuck. Like the glass should be fine. There we go. Broke it into pieces, but hopefully it's okay.
Deposit accepted.
See, it's just must have cut it like a little bit too close to the edges, which stinks. Getting punished for doing it properly. Wow. What the heck? It's a bunch of wasted glass, but it's okay.
Material deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Eats.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Get all the insides out
Salvage deposit
first. It's like
accepted. Credits transferred.
gutting a fish. Sorta. Not really.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage gains observed.
Salvage goal 1.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Guess I'll yank these off. Well, they're not worth anything. Just because they'll show up as damage at the end if it's in the wrong spot. Ooh. Okay, glitched out. It's okay. And this one has a different cockpit. It might be easier to
Levels are low.
get this up later.
Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the master jack.
Not ready yet. Fuel is not a problem. Okay. Start blasting some of these bolts. Because I'd like a big entryway in and out. Whether that's the top or the side, I don't care.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
We are on the timer now. Officially on the timer. That changes things. Push this out. Seemed like it was detached, but I guess it's too heavy for me to push. All twisted up. Okay. Definitely think getting these soft crates out is going to be worth quite a bit for us.
Warning,
Crap.
oxygen reserves are low.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Dang old timer, man. Dang old timer. It's okay. So we're not going to be able to make as much money as we did that first time through because there is like a daily fee.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for...
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
It's certainly going to change things. Definitely not going to hit the red level on this one today. The ship is separated though. That'll make getting things in and out a little bit easier. So get the valuable stuff out first, then we'll have more spare time, basically, on the following days to do the complicated cutting.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I want us to focus our attention on one thing at a time.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Come on.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Keep it going. Keep it going. If we can get to like level 2 salvage percentage, I feel like that would be pretty good before
Salvage
the time's
deposit
out.
accepted. Credits transferred.
All the barge stuff out first.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
We're in
transferred.
there? No. I'm sure there's lights in here. Yeah. Again, I don't know if these lights are something we want to worry about in the long term.
All right, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
That's such little time, man.
Salvage secured.
Give me the overtime. Give me the overtime. Let's work on getting it prepped for me tomorrow. Will it auto end, or do I have to like go to the hab when I'm done? Dish summary. So I messed up the antenna. Unfortunately, it says I messed up both, even though... Oh, no. I don't know. Okay, so now we're actually going to learn what the real, like, turnover rate is here. So that's what we were able to do in just a short amount of time. The airlock consoles were worth quite a bit. That's really important to know. The storage bin's worth it. So this does seem like a pretty good way to deal with this. Just pull off all the easy stuff first and all the, like, barge stuff. Congratulations. Beginner rank for ship class 3. Mastery points. Haven't been able to spend them yet. But now we're going to see the fees subtracted from what we made.
I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really going to make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to the upgrade section of your employee terminal now.
The Exolab will now show up in the ship catalog. Let me tell you, these are amazing as they are dangerous. Tons of electronics in there, so make sure you're cautious. Getting zapped ain't fun. Exolabs comes with a pretty cool exterior bits too. Robotic arms, regular dishes, used before science, I guess. Pretty cool stuff. Link gets a mite ticked if we damage those, so make sure you take extra good care of them. Won't want to worry about their performance review because you messed up a bunch of those. Okay, so we're actually going to get another day in here because it's a lot faster now, and I guess maybe I will be able to do Let's Plays. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure. Congratulations, you're now qualified to handle electrical hazards. Due to regulatory rollbacks, LYNX Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to connect potential electrical hazards. We believe our shipbreakers are well suited to handle such dangers, and the long-term time savings are highly beneficial. Electric components may arc when removed, impacted, or damaged, causing other objects to be electrified. Oh, jeez. Can I buy my tools to make it so I don't have to... we're no longer barely broke even. Cutting tool rental's the worst.
I'm going to read this straight from the manual. LYNX rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny LYNX tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. Sometimes there are some extra goodies in the rewards too. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox. Tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
Where are they? This is part of the grapple, I assume. Tether module. Man, it's gonna take off all my stuff, man. Purchase a license for a remote contiguous vendor. Tethers can be deployed to establish 2 electromagnetic anchors that pull objects along.
Have a quick read, then hop back in the bay.
Enhancement to the standard handheld utility grapple, a continuous thing. Reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object, a versatile tool in the hands of skilled workers. The introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvage efficiency. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point. Drag the connection to another object. Release the trigger to complete the connection. Tethers automatically retract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects to the processor. Okay. I guess I couldn't unlock anything else anyway, but, you know. I want the oxygen upgrade. I need the oxygen upgrade, something awful. Let's see. Got 18 minutes left. I think it's just going to give us training on the tethers before we get back to our ship.
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple, so they're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, and then release it to create the tether.
Tether anywhere within the barge, processor, or... So I do the tether to the processor first? This is the grapple tool. Okay.
Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all the tethers you placed. Go ahead and try it now.
Cancel tethers with Y.
Yeah, there you go. Now you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise. But after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them now. Try to clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them all as a group. I've seen some cutters do some incredible things with the daisy chain of tethers.
Links them together. A little confused. They work differently than they used to. That's what's kind of confusing me. They used to work like you would shoot a tether onto the barge, you'd shoot a tether to the thing, and then it would yank it. Now it's like, oh, do I have to like hold and drag? Hold on. I do. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Still don't know exactly what. Okay. These all go to the barge. Okay.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Those will similarly eventually work. Some of the these are having trouble. Trouble making the final pull, it seems like. Oops, that didn't work the way I wanted. All right, at least we figured it out. They are struggling. Oops.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
All right. Well done, Cutter. Looks like you know how to handle these things. When you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Alright. Don't know how much we'll use the tethers.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Trying to think of how we would use them productively in like a normal circumstance, and definitely, I guess, moving the large things, since it takes me so long, might be the way to do it. I don't know though. But now that shifts are a lot shorter, you saw like how little money we made after the penalties on our first real day there. It may have to do them. Wish I could use my upgrade tokens to fix some of those daily expenses there. All right, how are we doing on time? 12 minutes. Oh no, stuff has durability now. What does that mean? No. Roger oxygen. I think is the simplest, easiest, cheapest method for increasing the amount of air for working. Other bulk, however, can make it expenditures, pay bumpers. Wonder if it makes you heavier, I guess. So atmospheric pump filter subsystem. Replenishment of breathable oxygen tanks while in a pressurized environment. Does that just make it so your oxygen is recharged daily instead of having to buy it after the day? Could be interesting. I think some ships are pressurized, so you could like go into the ship while it's pressurized, oxygenate. Larger combustion chamber, exhaust power effectiveness of thrusters. Just say ancient also braking, slightly augmenting thrusters braking power. That hasn't been too big of a problem. Cross spectrum scanner. Visor connects to a remote neural network to perform a gestalt analysis. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. It seems like it's some like flavor text stuff maybe. Scanner range, not too worried about it. Decreases the force of impacts. That keeps space with your only experience suit. No rental fees. Ooh, I want that. It costs, okay, 300. Oh, that wasn't it. Ah, it's that one way down there, level 27. It's gonna take forever. That's your suit to resynthesize audio from nearby hazards in an unpressurized area. Guess it lets you hear hazards before you run into them. Trying to look at the helmet, but it keeps changing. Sealing the atmosphere pump is its own pressurized environment, prevents any potential oxygen leakage while the system is operating. Deli lens replacement for the Stinger. New lenses are manufactured on Earth. Increase range. Wouldn't hurt. Cutting beam. Purchase a electro wet self-cleaning lens for your cutter. Just increases range. All about that efficiency. Grapple range, not too worried. Strength would help. Tether amount would probably increase the value of restoring them. Updated version of the push module, so we don't have this yet, right? Oh no, we do. Higher push force, that'd be pretty dang good. It's mainly just the efficiency stuff. I want to reduce our costs. But we are out of time for the stream. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, hope you have a good day.